Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit. crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores!
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. The relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life. A time of great significance, of growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as very special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you leave.
Hello and welcome to the Mirrorlab Sport and Fitness Center here on the campus of Adrian College for today's Adrian College Sports Network live broadcast of your Adrian's men's basketball team as they take on the Spartans from Case Western. My name is Tyler DeWitt. With me is Brett Carlisle. And Brett, what are you looking for these Bulldogs to do today?
Well, for starters, we want a Bulldog win today, obviously, but Bulldogs have had a struggle. are 1-6 on the year, and they really got to get something going, and today is one of those days to prove it. Case Western coming in on a 6-game win streak. They're 7-1 overall, and that's going to be a tough one for the Bulldogs to come out and pull a victory. But what we're looking for today is Connor Pelham came off a 19-point game, lost a tough one at Otterbein on a buzzer beater, and Connor Pelham has been the top scorer for the Bulldogs. He did get injured recently after the beginning of the season, but he's back and he's scoring well for the Bulldogs, so hopefully we'll see a lot from him today.
Like Brett said, the Bulldogs came away empty-handed on a 5-game road trip after winning their last game at home against Manchester. And just like Brett said about Connor Pelham, he's been going crazy this past few games, even though the record's not showing. Him as well as freshman Diavion Price. The freshman's coming in, and he's putting up veteran numbers. He's came up here every night. What have you seen from Diavion Price so far this season, Brett?
Well, Diavion has done a great job. He's averaging 14.4 points per game, and he's definitely came out and showed the Bulldogs 29 minutes of game time each game. And his three-point percentage a little lower, but his field goal percentage is almost half, which is very good starting out as a freshman. The only room to improve for him.
I agree. And with the Bulldogs warming up right now, they're looking excited to get going. Case Western has been shown to be proven that they can shoot from the perimeter, especially with the new extended three-point line that the NCAA put into factor. What do you think the Bulldogs have to do to stop the perimeter barrage?
Well, Case Western, definitely a great team, like I said earlier, but Mitch Pendergrast is the guy to key on for the Bulldogs. He has been scoring very well in double figures each of the Spartans' 8 games, and he's also been scoring 18-plus points per game in 4 outings for the Spartans. Also, Pendergast's points per game, he's averaging 16.9, which is definitely something to keep an eye on.
I agree. And Griffin Kornacker for the Spartans is also averaging 7.4 assists per contest. That's 9th right now in the Division III. So obviously a distributor on the offensive end. What do you think the Bulldogs need to do there to stop from Kornacker giving so many assists?
Well, the Bulldogs definitely, when they played Siena Heights recently, they played in a zone for the first part of the game, and that really helped them. Obviously, the couple turnovers didn't help them in the long run, but the Bulldogs did really well as a zone defense, and that helps stop assists because it helps stop them getting people in the paint, and they have to shoot outside. But Case Western, one of those teams that is very good beyond the arc, so Bulldogs are going to have to key in on a couple of key shooters like Mitch Pendergrast, like I said.
One few thing about the Bulldogs, too, they actually just got done battling a couple flu and injuries right here. Luckily, nothing was COVID-related, just a common cold being passed around. Now that the Bulldogs are at full strength, do you see this being an advantage tonight?
Yeah, I do. Honestly, the Bulldogs are a lot stronger with Pelham back. Obviously, it's terrible to see that Kendall Bellamy is out with an ACL injury all year now, but the Bulldogs are definitely still full strength, even without Bellamy, and I think that they can put up a fight, definitely.
I agree. And we're going to go and take a short break here on the Adrian College Sports Network, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with this pregame show. And welcome back to ACTV, live, free in HD on YouTube, as well as WVAC 107.9. Thank you for tuning in here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Tyler DeWitt with Brett Carlisle as your Bulldogs are getting ready to warm up against the Case Western Spartans. We're almost 3 minutes to tip-off, and as you see the Bulldogs warming up, Brett, what are you seeing positively out of this?
Well, they definitely have been shooting pretty well from the arc. Obviously, Connor Pelham here, and it goes in, wow. But usually when the Bulldogs are in the warm-up, they usually miss shots, which is usually good because in your warm-ups you don't want to make every shot because that means in the game you're going to start missing. So with everybody missing shots, it's actually good to see. So that way in the game they actually start hitting the shots more. But what I can see from Case Western is they are definitely someone to compete with, and the Bulldogs definitely need to be on their A game going against them today.
I agree. A lot of slams coming out of the Bulldogs and warm-up. Energy is high as the Mirror Sport and Fitness Center starts to fill up. Again, thank you for tuning to the Adrian College Sports Network as we're reaching close to tip-off. Brett Carlisle here. And right now, like you said, Brett, earlier, the Bulldogs are coming on a losing streak right now. And the pressure's getting to him. What do you think that Coach Kaiser needs to do to help construct his team to get a Bulldog victory?
Well, Coach Kaiser, second season as a head coach, along with Peter Smith as second season assistant head coach. The Bulldogs they need to find a groove that works for them best. They're a talented team. They have a lot of talented players on the team. They just need to find a way to work together and obviously get some wins on their record, on their resume going into conference play soon.
And as we've seen from the Otterbein game, as the Bulldogs did lose 71-70 by a buzzer beater, the Bulldogs held the game with the lead the whole entire time until then. What do you think the Bulldogs need to do down the stretch to keep the opponent from closing in and winning the game?
Well, you definitely have to. I feel like full court pressing, half court pressing is definitely it keeps the buzzer beaters away. I feel like because I watched that game on the buzzer beater, and Otterbein was only being contested at half court. Maybe a full court press would have stopped them from even getting up the court possibly. But buzzer beaters are just obviously a lucky shot, and you never know what's going to happen when you throw it up. But they had the favor in the end of the game there, and the Bulldogs just couldn't keep pulling away from the Cardinals.
Understandable. So your Adrian College Bulldogs are going to take on the Case Western Spartans, and to finish off the month of December, the Bulldogs are looking at another road trip on December 15th at Lourdes University. That's going to be at 5 o'clock. And the Bulldogs are also going to return back to action after Christmas, December 29th and December 30th against Bluffton and Miami University Hamilton. And I believe that is going to be at a Christmas tournament. So that is going to be good for the Bulldogs, get some action to end the year. And as we get close to tip-off, we're going to send it back to another commercial break. But don't go anywhere. We're going to return with live action of your Adrian College men's basketball here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Hello and welcome to the Adrian College Sports Network here on the Miralax Sport and Fitness Center on the campus of Adrian College for today's live broadcast of your Adrian men's basketball as they take on the Spartans from Case Western. My name is Tyler DeWitt. I'm going to be your play-by-play caller for this half. With me is Brett Carlisle and the rest of the ACTV staff as starters are being announced for Case Western. Right now for the starters, we have number 4, Griffin Kornacker, number 20, Robert Fowler, number 14, Cole number 0, Mitch Prendergast, and number 30, Danielle Flore. And as the starters are being announced for your Adrian College Bulldogs at guard, we have number 2, freshman Diavion Price from Port Huron, Michigan. Number 3, Connor Pelham, the grad senior from Jackson, Michigan, the 6'4" forward, is going to step in for the Bulldogs. Along with Diavion and Connor, we have number 4, the senior guard from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Jalen Paul. Number 5, Robert Warwick, the forward grad senior from Columbia City, Indiana. And starting at center for your Bulldogs is going to be freshman 6'6" guard from Caledonia, Michigan, Andrew Larson. And that's going to be your lineup for your Bulldogs as they get ready to tip off. Brett, thank you for joining me. What do you see after this starting lineup that the Bulldogs need to do to get on a hot run?
Well, Jalen Paul, point guard, coming out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, but also transfer from Michigan Dearborn. He's a talented guard, a lot of potential. He's got to get himself going, though. He's got some low numbers starting the season. And what I'm looking for from him today is running the point guard position very well.
And the tip is up, and ball is going to go to the Spartans. And it looks like number 20, Fowler, is going to pass it around to Kornacker. Down to the post, Bulldogs trapping Pelham with the contest. And the shot is good by number 14, Cole Frilling.
A good touch by Cole Frilling there.
Bringing it down for the Bulldogs, going to be number 4, Jalen Paul. Diavion Price to the back cut pass to Connor, and it's going to be blocked. And the ref's going to call it off. Case Western. Ball stays with the Bulldogs.
And that was smart by Connor there by whacking it off the Case Western reserve player so that way the Bulldogs can stay in possession on the offensive end.
Paul taking out for the inbound. Lob pass to Warwick. Warwick's going to hand off to Diavion on the curve. One dribble jumper is good, right off the elbow of the free throw line, and that's going to give a 2-2 score here in the early action of this half.
That's great by Diavion Price. That was a nice touch into the basket there. Great defense by Robert Warwick there.
And the ball is going to be dumped down to number 24. That's going to be Brian Hins, the grad student from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, with the tough bucket right there.
Yeah, and that was tough for Connor Pelham. Adrian has all guards on the floor, and he's a big man, obviously, and that's tough for Connor Pelham to guard down low.
Larson on the corner pass it to Paul to Diavion. Pass almost stolen there. Back to Paul at the top of the key. Paul drives, dumps it off to Larson.
Nice pass.
And a great assist to Larson. The easy dump bucket for the freshman is going to tie it back here 4-4 with 18:32 left in the first half.
That was a great pass by Paul there. That's what I'm talking about. What he needs to get going is his assist numbers. That was a nice pass to Larson there.
And a tough shot by Prendergast. That's going to be a three-pointer. 7-4 is the score as Diavion closed out on there. But better offense beats good defense.
Yeah, and that was great defense there. But obviously, like I said in the pregame, that Case Western's very good at beyond the arc. And Mitch Prendergast is not someone to mess with.
Another dump-off pass to Larson is going to be blocked by Case Western. Case Western in transition. Fowler Frilling open by himself, and the shot's going to be off the mark. Pelham with the rebound in transition. Skating field, lowers the shoulder, and a strong drive by Pelham.
That was a great drive by Pelham, taking it from coast to coast, getting the rebound, and trusting himself to handle the ball well and score that basket.
6-7 is your score. Bulldogs trailing by 1 as Prendergast penetrates the defense. And then Pelham's going to come up with another steal. Paul with the lead pass. Robert Warwick shot fake, and good. Another point for the Bulldogs. That is 2 transition points in the row for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs out there running hard and fast and getting great success right there.
And that's what they need to do. They need to play this zone, and it makes the defense come up and help and steal the ball away, so that way they get some points in transition.
Cornacker's layup is going to be rolled off the rim. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Larson shot fake and drive. Left-hand finish and one. The freshman out there using his reach to his advantage, able to go get the bucket and another one at the charity stripe.
Yeah, what a great take there by Larson. Can't be disappointed with that, with a left-hand layup and with a bucket dropping for an and one.
Yes, using his body to protect the ball. Great basketball IQ right there. And that's going to be a foul on number 24, Brian Hines. His first, team's first, as Larson knocks down the extra bucket. The score here in the Mirror Sports Center is 11-7. Bulldogs leading with 16:49 left in the first half. That's Cornacker with the ball, and is going to go off the leg and is going to stay here. Great defense there by Paul, stopping the dump-off pass. Prendergast is going to take it out for the Spartans.
And Adrian, they look like they knew that going into this game they needed to score a lot of points in the beginning of the game. Otherwise, Case Western is going to run away with this.
And that's going to be number 20, Robert Fowler, with the strong right-hand finish. 11-9 is the score. Case Western trailing by 2. Jalen Paul takes it across court, scanning the offense, passes it to Robert Warwick. Back tip going to be stolen. Case Western on the run. Cornacker sends it to Falling. Back to Prendergast on the extended wing. Dumped off to Filling, and is going to be off the mark. Pelham with the rebound. He swings it out to Paul. Paul to Larson on the run. Larson goes up and is blocked by Fowler.
Great take by the freshman, but Hines, such a great defender down low for the Spartans. And a 3-shot, way off.
Fowler's pump fake not going to get Diavion off his feet, and it's going to be a strong contested 3. Diavion now has Fowler, and he sends it to Paul at the top of the key. Deep 3 and Paul is going to be off the mark. Cornacker in transition, driving on Warwick. Kicks it out to Fowler. Prendergast driving, Euro step,
nice move.
And a great move by Prendergast.
Wow.
11-11 is the score here, 15:24 left in the first half. Paul gives it to Warwick at the top of the key to Price. Price at the top of the key, crossover. He loses it, spin move, and is going to be stolen by Frilling. Frilling sends it to Fowler. Fowler gets blocked by the freshman. Larson with a great defensive effort there in transition. And checking into the game is going to be number 0, Paris Watkins, and number 24, Kendall Crisman. And coming out is going to be Jalen Paul and Andrew Larson.
Yeah. Paris Watkins, he's an impressive player coming off the bench. I was surprised when I was at the game at Siena Heights. He's very patient as a player. A couple turnovers, but he knew what to do with the ball.
Prendergast driving, dumps it off to Hines, and a great assist right there by the Spartans. And they're going to take the lead here, 11-13 over the Bulldogs with 14:45 left in the first half.
Now let's see what the Bulldogs can do here, responding to on the run on Case Western now.
Robert Warwick hits a quick spin move. He's going to lose his feeding, and it's going to be a jump ball here. And it looks like the possession is going to stay in the Bulldogs' favor. It is going to be taken underneath the rim by Paris Watkins. And checking in for Diavion is going to be number 14, James Clay, the freshman from Detroit, Michigan.
And Adrian, very, very young team. They only have a couple graduate students and a couple seniors, but everybody else, freshman, sophomore, maybe a junior in there somewhere. But Adrian, very young team.
Looks like we had to fix the clock here for a quick second. 14:33 left with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Watkins to inbound. Watkins gives it to Warwick. Warwick trapped by 2 Spartans, kicks it out to Watkins. Back to Warwick, extended free throw line. Dump off to Kendall. Post hook and good.
Nice move.
That is number 24, Kendall Crisman with the vintage post hook, bringing the score 13-13 for the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs, young team, a lot to learn, but looking like a great team right now out on the floor.
That's Hunter Drenth with the three, and his shot's going to be off the mark. Watkins' pass is going to be hit off the foot of the Spartans. Watkins wants the call, but there's no call given. Prendergast has it, and that's going to be off Prendergast, back to the possession of the Bulldogs.
And a lot of minor mistakes for the Spartans here, and as they have gotten a lot of turnovers, and it's not like them to do that. And Adrian capitalizing on it as they've gotten a couple in transition points, and now they're threatening to take the lead back once again.
Larson swings it to Watkins. Watkins swings it back to Larson. Larson the handoff to Watkins. Watkins drives, strong take, and is going to be off the right iron. Is going to go into the possession of the Spartans. Number Kornacker hands it off to Hines, and it is going to be another bucket for the Spartans. 13-15 is the score. Bulldogs trailing by 2. Clay's going to give it to Watkins. Watkins hands it to Clay. Larson at the top of the key to Crimson. Crimson sizes up for the shot, and the three-pointer is good. Another bucket there by the freshman, and he's catching heat as the Bulldogs take the lead here, 16-15 with 13 minutes left. And there's going to be a travel call, and the Bulldogs are excited.
A little momentum now for the Bulldogs. Let's see what they can do. Can they capitalize on it and take the lead by a few more points?
Checking in for the Bulldogs is going to be number 21. That is going to be Jesse Lawson Jr., another freshman, 6'4", from Clarkston, Michigan. Clay taking it across half court. Pressuring number 1, Thornburn. Hits a crossover, spin move,
wow,
and a great move by the freshman.
Wow. These young players.
Great hands by Paris Watkins to send that one out of bounds as well, and the momentum is pushing in favor of the Bulldogs.
Great move. These young players definitely are showing something to Tim Kaiser here that they are working hard.
Thornbrook's three is going to be off the mark. Lawson with the rebound, bringing in transition for the Bulldogs. Scanning the floor, sends it to Clay at the top of the key. Back to Watkins, extended free throw line. Jazz step spin. He's posting down. Dump off pass to Clay. Power move, and another strong bucket by the freshman. And that's going to be a timeout as the energy arises here in the Mirror Lab Sport and Fitness Center. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these few short commercials.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
And welcome back to ACTV's live broadcast of your Adrian's men's basketball. An energetic action going on before the break. What are you seeing right here, Brett?
Well, I see the Bulldogs having a lot of momentum. Case Western is obviously fumbled and almost another turnover, and it ends up as one. And Case Western doesn't know what's going on, obviously, because the Bulldogs are coming out firing. And a travel there.
Travel call on Paris. Just moved his feet a little too quick before putting the ball down. 20-15 is the score here in the Mirror Lab Sport and Fitness Center. Your Bulldogs leading by 5 with 12 minutes left in the first half. Thank you for joining us on ACTV and WVAC 107.9 for today's live broadcast. Spartans with the ball, and that's going to be number 30, Daniel Flores, handing it off to Fowler. Fowler drives, stopped in his tracks by Crimson, swings it back out to Flory. Flory back to Fowler. The Bulldogs are excited on the bench, and a swat and miss block is going to be called a foul on number 24, Kendall Crimson, his first, team second.
And Kendall's just got to stay upright on that play. He can't get too anxious trying to swat at the ball. He's got to stay up and down so that way no foul is called.
This is going to be the first trip for the Spartans at the free throw line. Fowler's first free throw is good. As he lines up for his second one. And Fowler's going to go 2 for 2 at the charity stripe. Score is 20 Bulldogs, Spartans 17 here with 11:35 left as the Bulldogs have it across court. Lawson sends it to Clay at the top of the key. Another spin move and bucket with the left hand finish. And this is a merry-go-round for Clay today as he's hitting all these spin moves on these Case Western defenders.
James Clay and a block there by Larson. Oh, and an and one goes. Harris Hill cannot get too anxious there.
That's going to be another foul for the Bulldogs. That one going on number 0, Paris Watkins, after the strong block by number 32, Andrew Larson.
James Clay has been impressing now. Down in the paint, 2 spin moves on the Case Western Reserve Spartans team defenders, and he's impressing everybody right now as a young freshman.
As Clay brings it across half court, he's going to bring it to Lawson. Lawson fakes the handoff, drive, spin move, post, hook, and is not going to roll into the bucket. Fowler with the rebound for the Spartans. Fowler is going to send it to Flore. Flore picks it up. In no man's land, sends it away, and great tip by Lawson to send that one out of bounds. Pass was intended to Umar Rashid, but is not going to be there as it was disrupted by Lawson. 22-20 is the score. Bulldogs leading by 2. Furling has the ball at high post free throw lane, and it's going to be a pushing foul on Watkins. That's going to be his second, and that's going to possibly lead him to the bench.
And all the starters now coming back in for Adrian and Michael Williams. I'm sorry. All the starters for Adrian are coming back in here.
Yes, checking back in will be number 2, Diavion Price, number 3, Connor Pelham, number 4, Jalen Paul, number 5, Robert Warwick to join number 32, Larson. Hines has the ball, and he hands it off to Fowler. Open lane, loses the ball, but a foul is going to be called on Price. And it looks like he's going to send him to the free throw line as it was in the act of shooting.
And Robert Fowler looked like he lost the ball on the way up there when he was going for the layup, but the refs saw something, and it obviously was a foul, but he almost lost the ball there, so he wouldn't have been a foul. It would have been another Case Western turnover.
Second trip to the free throw line for Fowler. His third free throw is going to drop. He's 3 for 3 now from the charity stripe as he looks to go 100% on his second attempt. And he is now successful on both attempts here at the free throw line. 22-22 is the score here at the Mirrorless Sport and Fitness Center as we have 10 minutes and 35 seconds left in this first half of action. The Avion Price top of the key 3 just going to bounce off the right iron. Rebound going to Case Western.
And that was great by Adrian, and another Case Western Reserve turnover. But that was great by Adrian, setting multiple screens to get someone open at the top of the key to shoot the ball.
Another Case Western turnover is going to lead to the Bulldogs with possession, and checking back in the game, Prendergast for the Spartans as Paul brings it across half court. Paul free throw line extended, and his dump-off pass to Price is going to be stolen. Prendergast in transition, 2 Bulldog players, strong defense, and it looks like it's going to be another foul on the Bulldogs. Number 14, Cole Frilling, with the hustle going up for the rebound, is going to be rewarded at the free throw line. And a little confusing there for Frilling as he thought the volleyball line was the free throw line. And now he's going to attempt his first attempt at the free throw. And his first one is good, bringing the score 23-22 over the Bulldogs.
Case Western's got to get their top scorer, Prendergast, going if they want to pull away from the Bulldogs. But Adrian needs to get Pelham going as well, so that way they stick in the game.
And that is going to be both free throws successful for Frilling as the score now 24 Case Western, 22 Bulldogs. Robert Warwick at the top of the key. Dump off to Larson. Larson's three is just short. Prendergast with the rebound. He's going to give it to Kornacker. Kornacker to Frilling. Frilling dumps it to Hines. Reverse move. Blocked and rebounded by Frilling. That is going to be another bucket for Case Western. Bulldogs 22, Case Western 26. Robert at the top of the key swings it to Price. Robert back at the key, hands it off to Price. Price top of the key. Prendergast now applying pressure to Price. Price to Paul. Paul looking to the deep into the into the paint is going to be stolen by Case Western. Prendergast three-pointer back iron and is going to hit the support straps and be called out of bounds here with 9 minutes left in the first half. Your Bulldogs trailing by 4, 22-26 to Case Western.
And Adrian has to keep the momentum going. Scored 22 points so far, kept it close. They need to keep it going if they want to stay in this game. Case Western, this is where they make their opponents think that they can't be in the game anymore, is when they start pulling away just little by little. So Adrian's got to be aware of that.
Price now sends it to Larson. Larson passes to Warwick. Warwick now has Hines on the island. Steps to the double team, swings it to Price. Price to Paul. And Paul is going to step out of bounds. And the ball is going to go back to Case Western.
And checking in for the Bulldogs, Josh Recksteiner in for Andrew Larson.
Cornacker sends it down to Frilling. Frilling posts up, and classic hook is going to be good for Frilling. Case Western 28, Bulldogs 22. Diavion trying to penetrate the Case Western defense is going to be stopped up and sends it back out to Warwick. Warwick now hands it off to Price. Price skating the floor, one dribble pull up, and is going to roll off the rim. Number 20 for the Bulldogs with the rebound. Connor Pelham driving strong, and good for Connor. 24-28 is the score. Bulldogs trailing by 4 here with 8 minutes left in the first half.
And like I said, that is the guy they need to go to and get involved more for the Bulldogs is Connor Pelham. He is the top scorer for the Bulldogs lately, and he has definitely added the numbers very well.
Frilling now using his fancy post footwork, but not successful this time. Connor in transition, shakes off Frilling. Ball is going to be blocked and tipped by the freshman.
Wow. Connor lost the ball in the air, and the freshman came up and tipped the basket in. That was great awareness.
That right there is a true definition of never giving up on the play. Bulldogs now down by 2, 26-28, as the momentum now swinging in favor of the Bulldogs. And that is going to be a push foul called on Paul.
And Jalen Paul not happy with that call.
Both were at a fast momentum, not able to stop themselves. But as being on the defense, the foul is going to be going towards Paul.
And Cornacker going to the line for his first couple of free throw attempts tonight.
And his free throw is going to get the shooter's roll as it just luckily slips through the net. Right now, the Case Western is still 100% at the line as Paris Watkins checks in for Paul. And 2 for 2 for Cornacker, so that's going to bring the score 30 Case Western, your Bulldogs 26 here as we hit the 7:20 minute mark here in the first half. Number 20 wide open, bounced right off the front iron. Watkins with the rebound, posting up number 13, Callahan, and Connor's three is good. 29-30 is the score. Bulldogs trailing by 1 as we hit the 7-minute mark.
Get going, big fella. Wow.
And that's going to be another foul called on the Bulldogs. Ref's going to wave the shot off as the foul came before the shot. Though that is going to send the Bulldogs in the bonus, giving Case Western a chance at a 1-and-1 free throw here.
Connor Pelham now getting on fire, now heating up a little bit. Getting going from the arc, too, as well.
And that's going to be the first free throw missed by Cornacker as well as Case Western. Bulldogs trailing by 1. Number 20 gives it to Price. Price with a quick move and drive. Great finish by the freshman, using the baseline and left hand as his advantage. 31-30 as the Bulldogs take the lead here at 6:30 mark in the first half. Fowler's three is going to be off the mark, but rebounded by Cornacker. And the pass by Cornacker to Hines is going to be stolen by the Bulldogs. Price now has the ball at the top of the court.
And Adrian now, maybe to get a few more points here to extend the lead.
Number 20 makes a move, drive, and just off the left iron. Case Western now in transition. Cornacker one-on-one with Pelham, swings it out to number 3, Drenth, back to Cornacker. Cornacker picks it up, sends it to Fowler. Fowler, quick move, sends it to number 13, Callahan. Callahan drives to the middle of the paint. Tipped by Connor, but in the hands of Drenth to the Colt.
Great defense by the Bulldogs.
And Cornacker now has it. Great defense by the Bulldogs and stolen by Price. Price sends it to Pelham in transition. Spin move by Pelham, stopped by Callahan, and a foul is going to be called. I believe actually is going to be a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And as is going to take a short timeout, we're going to take a short timeout here on the Adrian College Sports Network. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
And welcome back to the Adrian College Sports Network on ACTV and WVAC 107.9 for today's live broadcast of your Adrian men's basketball. I'm Tyler DeWitt with Brett Carlisle. Bulldogs have the 31-30 lead right now as we hit the 5:35 mark in the first half. Brett, what are the Bulldogs doing well to keep this short lead?
Well, they're definitely making turnovers happen against the Spartans, and that is what is killing the Spartans here, and that's what keeps Adrian in it. As a nice drive there, but nothing happening for number 20, Josh Recksteiner. But the Bulldogs have definitely played very good defense. And a blocking foul.
And a questionable call there as Robert Warwick was set for a while. But the ref saw otherwise, and he's going to call that a blocking foul, and that's going to send number 1, Luke Thornburn, to the free throw line, the sophomore from Houston, Texas.
And also for the Bulldogs, Connor Pelham has gotten involved, which is what the Bulldogs have been needing, as they are now back up in front in the lead.
And the first free throw by Thornburn is going to drop as the Bulldogs send in some substitute. Number 24, Kendall Crimsman, is going to check in for Pelham, as well as Larson for number 5, Robert Warwick. Thornburn's second free throw is up and good. And James Clay is also now in the game for the Bulldogs. James Clay having a great beginning of this first half, hoping to continue his hot streak. Clay now has the ball, sends it to Larson at the top of key to number 20. 20 hands it off to Watkins. Watkins now penetrating the defense and is going to lose the ball.
And the Bulldogs definitely have taken great care of the ball. They have not had as many turnovers as Case Western has, and a foul coming on Case Western. They're getting a little frustrated, it looks like, but they got to keep their composure if they want to stay in this game too.
Crimson now has the ball, high post, making some post moves, and a strong drop step is going to lead to a foul.
And that is great concentration by freshman Kendall Chrisman. And like I said, this Adrian team's so young, but they're playing so well right here against this veteran Case Western reserve team. And Kendall now takes his first free throw.
That one's going to be off the back iron. Something that the Bulldogs are struggling this year is at the free throw line, shooting a 58.3%. Some of the games are being separated by their free throws, as they could have won a couple of them if they continue to connect at the charity stripe, as Crimson knocks down his second one, making it 1-2 on that trip. Bulldogs tied it all up here with 4:49 left in the first half, 32-32 across the boards, as number 0, Prendergast, brings it for the Spartans. Prendergast swings it out to number 13, Callahan. His three is going to be off the mark and rebounded by Larson. Clay sends it up to number 20, Nick, in transaction. and he's going to have the ball tipped and sent out of bounds. Ball is going to stay in the possession of the Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs have definitely done a great job holding down Prendergast, and he's their top scorer on Case Western. If he struggles to get going, the team itself is going to struggle as well.
Clay taking it out for the Bulldogs, going to send it to Crimson, but it's going to be sent out of bounds by Case Western. Possession stays in the hands of the Bulldogs. Taking it out now is number 24, Kendall Crimson. He's going to send it to Watkins. Watkins to Clay, free throw line extended, looking for the entry pass, but sends it back to Watkins. Watkins drives, swings it to Larson in the corner, back to Watkins in the corner, looking to entry post to Kendall Crimson, back to number 20, Nick. Watkins at the free throw line extended, quick move, drive, step through, and a travel is going to be called on the step through, and that is going to be another turnover for the Bulldogs. Score is still 32-32 as we approach the 4-minute mark here in the first half. Cornacker bringing it down for the Spartans. Watkins pressuring Cornacker. Cornacker's going to send it to Prendergast. Clay with the closeout and is going to rim rattle and not drop. Western with this rebound, keeping the possession as it goes to Prendergast. Prendergast on the corner with number 20, Nick, with the reverse lay and good. 34-32, Case Western leading this one.
Nice move by Mitch there as he's starting to find his groove a little bit.
Clay trying to make a move, loses it. Cornacker in transition, back to Falling, and he is not going to be successful in this one. Bulldogs now in transition themselves. Clay pushing it, dumps it off to number 20, Nick, and that one's going to be stolen. And we have back-to-back-to-back transactions. Prendergast spin move off the rim. Clay with the defensive effort, and we're still running here as Watkins sends it to number 20, Nick. It looks like we're going to slow down the action here as Clay takes it up at the top of the key. Clay taking his time now with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Clay makes a move, being strong, takes it, and good. Using his shoulder to drive into number 3, Drent, for the contactive bucket.
James Clay, 100% from the field. Doing great. A kick ball there.
Great effort there by number 0, Watkins. Checking in for the Bulldogs now is going to be number 3 and number 5, Connor Pelham, Robert Warwick, and as well as no other sub. So on the floor for your Bulldogs, number 14, James Clay, 3, Connor Pelham, 5, Robert Warwick, 24, Kendall Crimson, and number 32, Andrew Larson. And it looks like the ref is going to add an extra second on the shot clock. So they have, Case Western now has 21 seconds left in this possession. And Cornacker is going to give it to Fowler. Screen by Hines, cross-court pass to Drent. Drent drives, strong defense, and another foul called on Warwick. That's going to be his 3rd. And a quick entrance is going to lead to a quick outro as he is going to hit the bench with 3 fouls. And it looks like checking in for the Bulldogs for Warwick is going to be number 35. The 6'10 sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, Michael Williams.
Michael Williams, a young player, but his height is what gets him going, and he's definitely talented. He's just got to show it on the court a little bit harder.
And Drent's free throw is going to be good. 34-36 is the score here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, and as we approach halftime, don't go anywhere. For your halftime entertainment, we have your Adrian College dance team performing one of their routines. It'll be live, free in HD here on Adrian College TV on YouTube. So don't go anywhere. James Clay at the top of the court, scanning the floor. 6 seconds left. James making a move, sends it out to Williams. Williams with 2 seconds. Pull up 3, just off the front iron. Loose ball goes to the Spartans. Prendergast now bringing it across, and a quick hands by Pelham, stopping the Spartans in their tracks.
The Bulldogs have kept this game very close, which is great for them, but a little bit too handsy with the fouls, and it's gotten them into trouble, and it's putting them the Spartans into double bonus.
Cornacker's layup is going to be off. Pelham chasing down the rebound, hustling hard as 3 Spartans take up off. And it's going to go into the possessions of the Bulldogs. Clay sends it to Larson. Larson spots up 3 just off the front iron, and the rebound is going to go to Prendergast. Prendergast now bringing this one across half court. Crimson now penetrating, and
nice
Prendergast is going to be connected to number 3, Drenth, for the bucket.
That was a good pass by Mitch there.
Clay now bringing it across half court. Taking his time, sends it to Williams at the top of the key to Crimson. Crimson's 3 is good.
Don't give him too much room. The talented freshman from the arc.
Now 2 threes from behind the arc tonight. Crimson feeling it from the perimeter. Crimson now playing strong. Larson, great defense.
Great take.
But strong kiss off the glass. Prendergast's bucket is going to be good. Clay now has the ball. High post, swings it out to Williams. Williams steps up 3. Off the mark. Larson with the rebound. His shot is going to be off the rim and is going to go back to those Case Western Spartans. 30 seconds left here in the first half. Bulldogs trailing by 3, 37-40. And it looks like Cornacker is going to take his time. Crimson is going to apply some pressure here, not giving him any space to or any room to breathe. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Prendergast has it at Clay in holding defense. Posts up, dump off, and the shot is good right at the shot clock buzzer.
Wow. That was great there by Prendergast.
And the ref a little bit excited there, calling the bucket good, believing that the horn was for the final buzzer, but it was actually just the shot clock. 3.9 seconds left in the first half. Bulldogs trailing by 5, 42-37. With 3 seconds left, Bulldogs now have a chance to hit a buzzer beater.
Adrian now with 4 seconds to work with. Maybe they can get a half-court buzzer beater. For the
Clay
end of the
has
half.
the ball. Crosses half court, and looks like that Case Western is going to foul. And it's going to lead them to the sideline, stopping the transition as they only have 14 fouls now.
You'd like to think that they get in the hands of their hot freshman from beyond the arc to try and shoot this ball. He's been good from the three-point line.
Crimson behind, shoots it, and just off the front iron. And that's going to be the end of the first action of play. Your Bulldogs trailing by 5, 42-37 to Case Western. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with your halftime entertainment of your Adrian College dance team here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores!
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back, everybody. I am Brett Carlisle here at the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center here in Adrian, Michigan. You are tuning live to Adrian College TV and WVAC 107.9. Alongside me, Tyler DeWitt. We're flopping rolls here as I'm getting a little bit of play-by-play experience. But, Tyler, what are you looking for here for the Bulldogs and also the Spartans here in the second half?
So for the Bulldogs right now, they're actually doing very, very well. I can't be too upset. The only thing that I could sit here and would say that they need to tweak a little bit is the fouls. If we take a look at the stats right now, Case Western is 13 from 14 from the free throw line. That right now is going to be a big factor, as that's the only reason why they're in this game. The Bulldogs have only gone to the free throw line 3 times tonight, as Kornecker's three-pointer is blocked by Warwick.
Nice block by Warwick there, and it is going to be Adrian ball.
But if you eliminate the fouls for Case Western and take away those 14 shots, this Bulldogs are leading by a 10-point lead. So if they're smart and disciplined on defense, I feel like the Bulldogs have a better chance of pulling away with this one.
As Jalen Paul now passed to Diavion Price, back to Paul to Warwick now. Warwick dribbling around the key to Larson. Larson to Price. Price takes the shot for the three and just off the mark. Rebound to Case Western as they pushed it up court now.
Price trying to get it going tonight, but just off the mark the last few shots.
And a nice take there by number 14, James. I'm sorry, not James Clay. That is Cole Frilling on Case Western. As the Bulldogs now down 44-37 here in the second half. Larson now on the corner with the ball. Back to Paul. Paul on the wing to Warwick down just in front of the block. Warwick pushing back as he's getting double teamed now. Warwick trying to make some space for himself. Passes across to Larson. Larson now dribbling baseline to Pelham. Pelham down low. Goes up and a foul. Pelham fighting strong.
Pelham right there, be using his body wise and strongly as he's able to stop the momentum of the Case Western player, pushing him out of bounds. Though he possibly would have got a foul right there, but instead being smart and disciplined, able to get the foul on during the shooting action and now going to the line for 2.
And this is Connor Pelham's first trip in the afternoon to the charity stripe as his first one drops. Bulldogs now putting their deficit only to within 6. And Pelham, second one goes, now it is 5.
One thing Bulldogs have struggled this year is with the free throw shooting and being able to go up there and knock 2 down.
Nice steal by Pelham, and Pelham going to show off the dunk, and he slams it home. Connor Pelham getting going 44-41 now as he taking the ball away again. And a teardrop goes for Cole Frilling as Pelham almost stole it from him again.
And Pelham using that athleticism and showing it on high display right there, using the hustle of his defense to create an easy transition offense to boost the energy of the Bulldogs.
And a 3 there by Diavion Price in the left corner, but it is short. or it is long, I'm sorry. And the rebound goes to the Spartans as Pendergrass now pushes inside. And a foul going on Paul.
And that is going to be his second foul, putting him in a little bit of trouble, but not too much as we're in the second half of play. But got to cut away at these fouls as those can easily turn into 1-and-1 bonus free throw shots.
And just barely getting the rebound is Hines as he makes a nice move around Warwick and lays it home. Adrian looking to push the floor now as their deficit is now 7 after the Connor Pelham dunk.
Warwick trying to be smart, using his body the best way he could without gaining the foul with a great reverse lay there, knowing that he's in foul trouble, not able to go and put as much pressure as he was like as he has 3 in this half already.
Case Western now pushing the floor. Pelham steal again. Is he going to take it himself? Passes it to Price, who lays it home. Adrian with great transition points as Case Western has been turning the ball over all day, and Adrian capitalizing on it.
And Connor there giving a waste of charity, using his IQ to be smart and give the Bulldogs an easier bucket.
And a 3 by Pendergrass is off. A rebound and a foul goes to Robert Fowler as he will be going to the free throw line now.
And this is going to be the first trip for the Case Westerns this half at the free throw line, but the Bulldogs are going to want to make sure they don't give them too many, as this is the reason why Case Western is still in the game.
And someone wiping up some extra moisture on the floor as we will start to get the 2 free throw attempts here. Foul went on Diavion Price. And Fowler's first free throw falls through the net.
Right now, Case Western only missing 1 free throw today. And it looks like they're going to continue this hot streak at the charity stripe.
Fowler 7 for 7 from the free throw line now as Jalen Paul will push it up for your Bulldogs. Their deficit is only 5 now with 17:07 left in the second half. Paul to Larson in the corner. He drives baseline, a reverse, and he goes. Wow. Larson, the freshman, showing off some skill there, getting around his defender on the baseline and using the basket to his advantage and lays it home.
Larson having a gentle giant touch right there, going up with the reverse lay, using no backboard for that assist. A beautiful art display in our hands right there.
A 3-point shot now by the Spartans in the corner, and a foul goes to Pendergast.
And that's got the Bulldogs excited here, as well as the Bulldogs fans in the Miralax Sport and Fitness Center. Your Bulldogs only trailing 47-15 with 16:34 left.
And Jalen Paul now bringing it up for your Bulldogs. Paul passes to Larson in the corner, who takes the 3, just short. Case Western now looking to push.
Larson's been trying to find that shot all night, but just not able to connect these last few times.
Penetrating into the defense, but finds number 14, Cole Frilling. Frilling drives to the basket and gets fouled as he'll be going to the charity stripe now. Adrian struggling with the fouls this game as they had 10 in the first half and now adding 3 more to that. And it's killing them at the free throw line, as Case Western is a great free throw shooting team with a 76.4%, as they will continue to knock down all the free throws here. Furling now is a perfect 5 for 5 from the line now.
Again, Case Western showing their free throw shooting on high display, only missing 1 for the whole team, as the other one's going to drop for Frilling, and Bulldogs trailing by those free throws.
And we had a couple substitutions for your Bulldogs. Number 24, Kendall Chrisman in, and number 0, Paris Watkins in for your Bulldogs. Larson to Pelham on the wing. Pelham short 3. Case Western looking to push up now. A drive baseline, and he steps out of bounds. Number 20, Robert Fowler on the sideline.
And that is the second time that's happened tonight, to be exact. The new three-point line increasing hasn't actually gave any extra space in the corner. Now as the corner's shots and possessions are going to become a lot tighter now that the three-point line has been extended.
Paris Watkins now pushing up, or dribbling up the court at the wing to the top of the key to Diavion Price, who pushes it in. And a lay-in and one, and it drops. Diavion Price is going to be going to the line for one more as his basket drops and puts the Bulldogs within 3, trying to make it 2.
And Diavion just having a touch of a feather when he goes and attacks the rim the way he does, able to keep himself control and able to flick the wrist just perfectly to give the roll to drop in the bucket every single time as he completes his N1 trip. And this freshman has definitely shown he's got some veteran skills, not just him alone, but Jay Clay as well, both being very impressive this game today, help carrying in some momentum loads for the Bulldogs.
And shot goes up, and it goes off a Adrian Bulldog, and it will be Case Western ball at their own basket, and the inbound just to come. Frilling now controls the ball for the Spartans. He passes to Falling to number 3, Drenth, and Drenth takes a shot.
And that being a rim-rattling shot, getting all the love from the rim on that bucket right there.
And here we go now, Larson to Diavion Price. Back to Larson at the top of the key. Larson drives, and a little too light as it goes short of the basket for the lay-in. And a travel there by Drenth.
And it looks like there's going to be some talking here from the ref, but it looks like everything's all good. No fouls, no techs as we continue the play of action.
Paris Watkins now dribbling up court for your Bulldogs. Passes to Larson at the top of the key. Larson trying to dribble down low, making some moves. Larson, a foul. And he'll be going to the charity stripe once again.
And Larson using his reach and body to go and penetrate the defense in the paint. But he's going to come successful with 2 easy free throws, hoping to connect on this trip.
Larson takes the shot, and it rattles in and out. First one is no good. 54-50, Case Western reserve. Larson taking his second attempt. And it misses again, but a rebound by Pelham, who misses the layback in. Pelham back up. And now Kendall Chrisman gets the rebound off of 2 Pelham misses and puts it home. 54-52.
And right there, the Bulldogs showing some Dennis Rodman energy, not giving up on that play, being strong across the board, with definitely between Chrisman and Pelham.
A 3 taken, and now Case Western gets their offensive rebound after a struggle by the Bulldogs as they look to push up field now, or push up court now. A shot by Diavion Price from the elbow.
And that was a beautiful power dribble cross to the pull-up. Can't ask for anything more from the freshman.
And a 3 in the corner, and a shot by Case Western, a make for number 30, Daniel Flore. Bulldogs looking to push back up. Another elbow jumper for Price, and he is hot. Wow.
I don't know if I'm seeing Diavion Price or a young John Morant, because the way he's hitting that power cross to the pull-up, performing it at such a beautiful, it's just beautiful. I can't even explain it.
Rebound to Chrisman, who tries to pass it up court to Larson after a miss attempt by Faller from the corner 3. And Adrian is hot right now as they are back at the offensive end.
Diavion Price bringing it back old school at the mid-range game. You don't see that a lot at this level, as 3 points have definitely dominated the way of shooting, as he goes up for his own 3 of his own.
A miss, short. And here we go, Pendergrast on the wing, and he misses. Number 1 gets the rebound, and a Paris Watkins swats at number 1, Luke Thorburn. As Thorburn now will be going to the free throw line for his 3rd attempt tonight, or this afternoon.
And it looks like Price is going to go to the athletic training bench right now, hoping that he's okay as he limps off the court. with Jesse Lawson Jr. checking in for him.
And that is a huge loss and a missed free throw by Luke Thorburn, as he is 2 for 3 now from the stripe.
And these misses are going to be crucial for Case Western, as they've been shooting very well and have relied on their free throw game very strongly tonight.
And the second one goes for Thorburn. And Robert Warwick will bring it up for your Bulldogs now. Bulldogs pushing down low. Warwick to the baseline, backing down his defender. Warwick hook shot, or post hook shot, and it airballs and goes out of bounds. Paris Watkins tried to save it, but can't come up with it.
And Warwick trying to use his post IQ to his advantage, but just not able to get his eye on the rim, and just going to be off the mark with that one.
Flore now. Pendergrast, a three from the corner, and he drains it. Lead now 63-56 in favor of the Spartans, as Watkins drives and a little touch off the glass.
And using that right hand by his own. Usually coaches want you to go up 2 hands strong, but right there using that 1 hand reach to throw his defenders off, as Case Western returns with a 3-point of their own.
Luke Thorburn from the wing, and a timeout. Adrian, as they are now down by 8 points. Tyler, what are we looking to see here from the Bulldogs to get back into this game? They've been playing great, but Case Western's been shooting the three very well.
Well, there's the saying that better offense beats great defense, and honestly, right now the Bulldogs are having great defense, as Case Western is connecting on some good, some hard-taken shots. But honestly, the shots that they're giving away is what's killing them in this game so far. As you are closing out and you're making the shots tougher on the offense, you can't ask for any more but for the shot to miss. But when you're having those on top of defenses where they're able to find the hole and break away into easy buckets, that's where you start to find yourself in some trouble, because the 3 or the 6 points that they've gained off of tough buckets end up turning to be in 9 and 10 or 12, because you're giving away a couple ones that you shouldn't have gave up in the first place. And especially if they're going to give up plays, the Bulldogs are going to have to be able to answer back here, because you can't just give away points and expect everything to be a good world. You got to come back, get a point yourself, and continue to get stops on defense if you want to stay in this one.
As Adrian now will control possession of the ball after a Luke Thorburn 3 from the left wing. Your score 66-58 with 12:29 left in the second half in favor of the Spartans. Paris Watkins back to Robert Warwick. Robert Warwick dribbles up court. Warwick now driving to the baseline once again, backing down his defender as double team not coming. Warwick and gets fouled, no shot. It's going to be on Pendergrast of the Spartans. Jalen Paul to inbound.
And that's a good thing we want to see for the Bulldogs right now, putting Case Western closer to the bonus area, giving the Bulldogs a chance to go get some fouls and earn some points at the charity stripe deeper in this half.
Robert Warwick driving inside, a pass to Watkins, who banks it in off the window, and it's good. 66-60 now. Spartans pushing up court.
And that was a clash of new school and old school right there. Warwick with the behind no-look pass, and Watkins with the beautiful off-the-glass mid-range bank shot, clashing to both games beautifully.
A nice pass down low, Paris Watkins. Jalen Paul with the feed.
Watkins using his IQ to create himself in open areas to get some buckets, creating space and opportunities not only for himself but for other teammates as well.
And now the Spartans trying to get something going here as Adrian is hot.
Bulldogs closing out stronger on the perimeter. Don't want any easy threes.
Wow.
That's a tough shot by Pendergrast. Drops there.
From the mid-range, Pendergrast makes the shot over Pelham, who almost fouled him.
And
Paul now dribbles into the key. A fake by Chrisman. He drives, and a blocking foul, and one! Kendall Chrisman.
Kendall using his IQ to settle for the better shot, taking the shot fake at the three-point line, creating space and penetrating the interior, able to get the bucket and the foul and a chance for one at the charity stripe.
Adrian College Bulldogs here on Adrian College TV and WVAC Kendall Chrisman for his first free throw. Or, I'm sorry, his only free throw, and it drops as he will turn into a three-point play for the Bulldogs. 68-65 with 11:10 left here in the second half.
And that last defensive possession is where I talk about, better offense just beats good defense. And, Pelham did everything there, but when the Bulldogs are able to come back and return and +1 from the same shot, that's the things you want to see to keep this one in the game for the Bulldogs.
Deep three, and it drops off the top of the key over Connor Pelham. And Pendergrass giving a little taunt to Pelham there.
And just great shooting there by Pendergrass. Can't ask for anything more the last two shots.
Warwick drives, and a teardrop goes. 71-67. High-scoring affair here in the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center.
And there, Warwick using the paint as his partner, trying to talk its way through to get easy points as Pendergrass just returns with a strong layup of his own.
Mitch Pendergrass is getting going as the top scorer for the Spartans, and he's showing it now. Jalen Paul gets stuck down low, but finds Pelham.
And another blocking foul on Case Western. That one's going to shake Pelham up a little bit, but being strong there to fight through and get a chance at the free throw line now as Case Western's entered the bonus. This is now a chance where the Bulldogs can actually decrease this lead each time if they can get stops and go for fouls, because either way they can guarantee themselves some points. But this is where the Bulldogs have to live by the sword and die by the sword, as their free throw shooting has not been the best.
Connor Pelham, though, a great free throw shooter. Not afraid to put his body on the line either to get to the free throw line. Pelham looking to make Adrian's deficit within 4, as the Bulldogs are playing very well. Pelham now, his first free throw. And it drops for the 1-and-1.
And that there is going to give him another chance to take another chance at the free throw line, looking to be 100% on this free throw trip.
Pelham, second free throw drops. Adrian within 4. Case Western has been hot on the same end, though. Pendergrass has been their scorer, as he has 19 now. He's got going in this second half. And another 3 from the top of the key, and it's off. A rebound goes.
And that was a heat check for Pendergrass right there, trying to see if he still had any fuel left in the fire. But it looks like that one's going to be burned out as the Bulldogs get a sigh of relief.
And he steps out of bounds, number 11, Umar Rashid, for the Spartans. And like you said earlier, that three-point line has definitely gotten a couple people today, as Robert Warwick passes to Jalen Paul. Paul now will dribble up court. Adrian within 4, as they are looking to threaten to make it a shorter lead for the Spartans.
Yes, that new three-point line has definitely made it tough in the corner, because a lot of players are expecting to be able to drop that foot back and push off.
Pelham a 3, and it rattles in and out. Rebound, and it's tipped out by Thorburn. And it'll be Adrian Ball. James Clay was fighting for it, but he let it go as it was touched last by Thorburn of the Spartans.
And James Clay has got springs in his calves, as he was able to use multiple jumps to not only tip the ball and keep the fight going, but also to jump and separate the ball.
Robert Warwick gets triple teamed, but gets out of it and goes and takes it himself.
Somebody left the washer on spin cycle tonight, because these Bulldogs are just circling around the Spartans today.
Wow. Robert Warwick, great footwork as he gets through a triple team, but now Case Western threatening, and a short shot as it's blocked, it looks like. Pushing up the floor now is Adrian as they look to try and take the lead now. Pelham a 3, and it goes! Connor Pelham gives the Bulldogs a 1-point lead.
And that right there, sharp shooting display by Pelham. Got ice in his veins to take the lead here early at the end, 8-minute mark of this first half. Or second half, excuse me.
As Jalen Paul tries to steal, but it is a lay-in easy for number 4, Griffin Cornacre. And the Bulldogs take a timeout, but don't go anywhere, as we will take a short break here on the Adrian College TV network.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Case Western. As we are back, Adrian College on a hot streak, but Case Western still keeping it a good game. 75-74 in favor of the Spartans. Tyler, what have we seen from both teams this second half?
So right now, I believe the Bulldogs have the oven on preheat. They're getting there. They're starting to connect on plays. They're starting to find each other, and the energy is rising. I believe once it's time to put the pie in the oven, the Bulldogs are going to possibly bake this one away.
And on the floor for your Bulldogs, number 4, Jalen Paul, number 5, Robert Warwick, number 14, James Clay, number 24, Kendall Chrisman, and number 3, Connor Pelham, who has been hot here in this second half. He has 16 points, but Kendall Chrisman also hot with 14 tonight. Robert Warwick got going too. Chrisman a 3, and it goes! Kendall Chrisman, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. Or I'm sorry, not 3 for 3, but actually 4 for 4 from the three-point line.
And right now, Crimson must have took some hunting classes because his shooting is on point. Sign this boy up for the Olympics for archery because he is not missing.
Oh, and a foul by Connor Pelham on number 20, Robert Fowler, as he will be going right back to the free throw line, as he is a perfect 7 for 7 from the free throw line today and looking to make it 9 for 9. But the Bulldogs are in front, 77-75. Fowler, first free throw drops as he's looking to tie the game up.
Yeah, Spartans' free throws numbers have definitely been the turning or their X factor today, as if we were to eliminate 13 free throws to the score from the first half, the Bulldogs would have a different story in this one.
Robert Warwick now as the second free throw drops for Robert Fowler. Robert Warwick pushes up as point, gives it to Paul at the top of the court. Paul now at the wing to the top of the key to James Clay.
And it looks like the Spartans are going into a 2-3 zone. They're going to try to force the Bulldogs now to take farther shots.
Robert Warwick from the elbow. Wow.
And the zone's not going to matter here. Bulldogs able to find open holes and connect on beautiful open shots. In the mid-range game, making a high appearance today as the Bulldogs have used it to be their antidote for today's game.
And a nice shot there by number 14, Cole Frilling, but it won't drop. Rebound, Pelham. Paul now pushes. Chrisman, wing 3, short, as that will not make him 100% for the day anymore, but nice shot by Chrisman as Spartans looking to push.
And that's a heat check there for Chrisman. Had enough space to let it fly, and he did, but that one just a little bit too short on that shot.
Cornaker, Griffin drives in the paint and lays it home. It is tied 79-79 here in the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. James Clay now. Robert Warwick drives into the paint but dribbles back out on the elbow. Tried to make a move.
And the Bulldogs lose that one. The Bulldogs are being smart, though, right there. As you see, they're going into the middle, and the Bulldogs need to be able to be smart and pick up the ball there in the middle. Being able to attack the zone inside and have the options outside the perimeter, you create yourself to have not only one but two defenders on your eyes or on you, because that's how the zone usually works. You're creating open space if you're able to penetrate, and the Bulldogs got to be able to find these open players.
And Paris Watkins checks in for James Clay as a push now for Robert Fowler, as he's going right back to the free throw line once again, as he is a perfect 9 for 9. 6:25 left in the second half here, and he's looking to take the lead for the Spartans. Adrian with a costly turnover turns into a free throw attempt for Fowler. Fowler now, first free throw drops. Spartans take an 80-79 lead with that one free throw. Here is the second attempt. And it's short, as he will be 10 for 11 from the line tonight, as he claps his hands in frustration as he wanted to stay perfect.
And this is a high-scoring game today. Wouldn't be surprised if we get closer to the hundreds here, as both teams are being efficient on the court.
And a shot, Chrisman from the corner, short three, rebound Paul, who gives it to Warwick.
And Warwick not ready for that, but pulls that one out to keep the possession in the hands of the Bulldogs. High IQ right there by Paul.
Watkins, a deep three, it's off the glass. And Warwick tried to save it, and it goes out of bounds.
And great sportsmanship there by Kornacker as they both hustled for the ball, him and Warwick, and going to help the Bulldog up. Great to see that here. As this is a tough game, close one, as tensions could be high. Sportsmanship still being on high display.
Kornacker now dribbling up court for your Spartans. Hines sets a pick to the left. Kornacker. Pelham steal from Kornacker, who drives to the block but can't do it. Pass up court from Paul to Watkins. Watkins trying to dribble in but turns it over.
And
Spartans looking to push now.
Connor playing predator and prey with that ball, keeping his eyes always there. As
Pendergrass hits a wing three. Timeout, Adrian, as they look to gather things over once again. But Pendergrass has been the key this second half for those Spartans, as he is now at 22 for the Spartans. And Tyler, what do they got to do to shut him down so that way they don't pull away in this game?
Well, I think they definitely have done a good job containing Prendergrass. Prendergrass was already at roughly 19 points at the first half, and now he's only at 22. So they definitely have slowed him down a lot, and I think that the Bulldogs are doing fine. They're not far. There's no time to panic. There's 5 minutes left in this game. There's still enough time with it only being a 4-point lead, but it's coming back to the case, like I said before. The Bulldogs are playing good defense, and I haven't seen any plays where the better offense has got the better half of their defense. But what is really hurting the Bulldogs now is that they're getting people to the free throw line, and they're allowing some open shots, such as that last three-pointer. So open shots and fouls that are leading to the free as they're approaching the bonus, where it can become really more crucial, is going to play a big factor. So I believe that they need just to stay strong. They need to go and absorb the contact, go to the free throw line, as they've been at the bonus for a while now and hasn't been to the free throw line since. I would keep pushing or applying pressure, absorb the contact, get to the free throw line, save some energy, and apply all the energy I have on the defensive end.
Out of the timeout now for your Bulldogs. Number 3, Connor Pelham. 4, Jalen Paul. 5, Robert Warwick. 24, Kendall Chrisman. And 0, Paris Watkins is in for the Adrian College Bulldogs. For your Western Reserve, 0, Pendergrass. And a trap trying to come here on Jalen Paul, who's a great guard, who steals away. And Robert Warwick, a teardrop in the lane, and it drops.
And as you've seen right there, as Warwick was able to break the middle of the zone, he had forced all the defenders to step up, creating back cuts for his teammates to create either a dump-off action where he had Connor being taken off, or the dump-off finish as Robert did there.
And a pass there by Kornacker, to Frilling, who does a reverse layup in and is 85-81 now. Pelham now driving baseline and gets fouled on the floor. And he'll be going to the charity stripe for a 1-and-1.
And Pelham just putting his body in harm's way, absorbing all the contact, like I said before, and now he's going to earn himself a chance at the charity stripe to decrease his lead to 2-2.
And we'd like to thank you for tuning in here to the Adrian College Television Network, but also on to our listeners on the radio, WVAC 107.9. Adrian College is down by 4 to the Case Western Reserve Spartans, who lead 85-81. Connor Pelham at the free throw stripe, and the first one drops, making it 85-82 now. And Pelham now up to 17, sharing that with his teammate Kendall Chrisman. Pelham now, the second free throw drops, as Connor Pelham has the touch today, along with Case Western Reserve Spartan Mitch Pendergrass.
Right now the Bulldogs applying pressure. Connor going through all the screens. Prendergrass making a move, and great defense by Pelham.
Jalen Paul now pushing it up court for the Bulldogs. Chrisman, and a charge goes on Chrisman, the first one called today all the rest of them have blocking fouls, as Crispin will get the first charge today.
Just felt a little bit under control there as he was getting closer to the rim. Just not able to stop, and the contact from Case Western threw him over his edge, and that's going to go in the foul towards him.
Case Western now up 85-83 with 4:17 left here in the second half. Your Bulldogs looking to get on the winning streak once again and putting Case Western Reserve on the losing streak. Jalen Paul tries to get for the ball, and a reach-in foul will be called. And it'll be a 1-on-1 attempt for the Spartans, as once again Robert Fowler is going back to the line, who is 10 for 11.
Something that the Bulldogs are doing this half that they didn't have so much last half is they're actually keeping it close touch with the Case Western's free throws right now, as both teams are 8 for 10. Obviously, this is going to put the West Spartans up by 2 for the free throw shooting, but the Bulldogs able to connect the same amount of free throws as Case Western has been able to, neglecting all the points that are there right now, keeping this a close one, as in the first half alone, Case Western had 14 attempts, 13 made, and the Bulldogs only had 3 attempts, 2 alone made. So right now, the Bulldogs doing a good job not allowing them, Case Western, to get the edge at the free throw line, but also allowing them to connect at the free throw line to keep themselves in touch of this game.
Fowler, first free throw drops, and his second drops, and now he is 12 for 13 from the line today. Paris Watkins on the wing now is from Jalen Paul. Warwick, top of the key, who makes a fake pass, driving into the lane. Watkins, fake three. Pelham, corner, drops, mid-range. Pelham.
Connor Pelham just having a fantastic night. Got 20 points. He's a lone lead scorer here, and he's definitely been a reason why the Bulldogs are still in this one.
And a hanging layup for Fowler doesn't go. Is looking for another foul to get back to that charity stripe. Warwick now to Pelham. Pelham, a three, and it's just short and rolls off the back iron, as Case Western now pushing up 87-85. Pendergrass gets Robert Warwick off his feet, takes a mid-range, and it drops, gets the roll. Timeout. Case Western.
And right now we definitely have a battle between Pelham and Prendergast. Prendergast upping Pelham by 4 points right now, and that's definitely been the reason why the Bulldogs are down by 4. Pelham and Prendergast turning this 5-on-5 to a 1-on-1, and neither of them are disappointing right now. Connor has definitely done his part for the Bulldogs so far, but not only just scoring, but he's also helping his teammates contribute toward this game so far. And I believe if they keep putting their eyes on Pelham, that's going to be more of a chance for him to create more opportunities for his teammates, not only just sharing the wealth, but getting the energy of the whole team in this one and making this a team win.
And Bulldog fans, if you like basketball, don't go away here on Adrian College Television Network, as we do have Adrian College women's basketball going against St. Mary's today, as well as that will be an action-packed fun game here after the men's game. But we will be sending it over to you, or over to the Arrington Ice Arena for the hockey game that is currently in session after this game, as we are coming out of the timeout now.
Yes, after this game, we will be sending it to our fellow colleague, Trey Matthews. I actually just had a chance to go and work with one of his mentors at, one of his inspirations of commentating this past week. So I believe that him having his knowledge at catching first-hand glance as a professional play-by-play caller at the Red Wings game will give him a good chance. So you WVAC listeners, you have a great opportunity to listen to our colleague Trey Matthews as he play-by-plays the men's hockey game.
Robert Warwick now driving baseline. He is stopped by 2 Spartans. He dribbles out of it. Robert Warwick now turns over the ball. And a travel by Cole Frilling, who gets the ball from Robert Warwick but creates his own turnover. There's 2:46 left in the second half. Bulldogs down by 4, trying to make this at least a 1-point game, as we will get a reset in the shot clock here to 20 seconds, as I guess it wasn't an established possession for the Spartans, so the Bulldogs only get 20 seconds. Oh, teardrop by Paris Watkins, and it's falls way short as it turns into an air ball, and rebound goes to the Spartans. Spartans now dribbling up court, looking to make something happen.
And those are just points that you have to just complete on. You can't miss those open opportunities, and those are going to be the reason, some of the leading factors at the closing minutes of this game.
And a switch off on Pendergrass by Robert Warwick. Smart to keep him away from shooting the ball. Shot by Frilling. Wow.
Just a tough one right there. Rising up and using his form and his length to his advantage right there, drilling the mid-range.
Harris Watkins. Assist from Jalen Paul. And an and one coming to you, Mr. Watkins. Going to the charity stripe now to try and make this a 3-point deficit. Adrian sticking with it. They're not letting those Spartans go anywhere.
And Watkins missing the last opportunity. Comes back and pays ones for his team, but just not able to connect at the free throw. And those are crucial things that the Bulldogs need in these closing minutes. As we hit the most important part of any basketball game, the last 2 minutes are now upon us, and this is about to get good, ladies and gentlemen.
Connor Pelham now guarding on Pendergrass to Hines to Frilling. Frilling on the wing. Jab stepped on Warwick. Frilling another elbow jumper.
And Frilling using the old school game of the mid-range. His height as an advantage as well, just able to drill every single time he gets enough space. Showing a little bit of an old school Dirk, the 1 foot off foot fadeaway, and that's just one of the hardest shots to block, not only just at the collegiate level, but even at the professional level. We definitely still see people like Luka Doncic, who has definitely inherited that move. So Frilling using that to his advantage highly tonight.
Yeah, and as we take a timeout here, the Bulldogs looking to keep close in this game, a 93-87 affair in favor of the Spartans as they're trying to pull away as they don't want to get upset by the underdogs here in the Marilat Sport and Fitness Center.
Yeah, Bulldogs have been empty-handed on the last few games, only been able to pick up one of their last 7 contests, one of them being at home, so I know the Bulldogs would definitely love to give the fans here a treat and definitely go into the weekend feeling good, so when they come back next week, they can come ready with a great head on their shoulders and continue to chip at the Rock to win another MIAA tournament championship or conference. We're approaching conference soon, so what's nice is that the Bulldogs getting these out-of-conference plays, being able to tweak and just oil up some rust off themselves as they're coming in this season. Their first chance at conference play will come January 5th at home against Olivet College, so we'll have that one here for you.
And the Bulldogs now, as we'll get a little half-court press here by the Spartans. Warwick bring it up, Frilling to guard on him. Harris Watkins comes, sets the screen. Warwick drives baseline but can't get anything. A tip from Frilling. Warwick in the middle, pass to Crispin. Crispin rises. And to try and save is Watkins. And a foul by Pelham.
And Crispin definitely rushing that shot there. Should have took a little more time to create some space and maybe create opportunity, but he's just got to get back on defense and play strong here. But with the Bulldogs giving up a foul, that's going to send number 4 Cornacker to the free throw line for 2.
Cornacker has done a good job from the free throw line today. Only missing 1 as he attempts 2 more here. And the first one drops. Adrian now down 7. The Spartans trying to make it 8. Cornacker, and it rolls in as Jalen Paul now gives it back to Warwick, who will bring it up court. Paul now to Watkins, back to Paul on the wing. Warwick, a 3, and it goes! 95-90, Robert Warwick.
And it looks like Diavion Price is not going to be returning back into the game as he's sitting at the trainer's bench still. As he is taking time and not playing the rest, let's all send some hopes and prayers towards him, make sure that everything's okay for him.
And that is a key miss there for Adrian, not having Watkins on the, or Diavion Price on the floor, as he was just getting hot from making a couple mid-range elbow jumpers. But now Adrian improvising with having Connor Pelham at 20, Robert Warwick at 15, and Kendall Chrisman at 17, but it can't match with Pendergrass's 24, Furling's 20, and also Robert Faller, who's done a great job at the free throw line, giving him 20 points as well. And Adrian has to match those, and they want to stay in this game.
Yes, alone for Case Western on the floor. They already have 3 players contributing up to 64 points, which could be a big issue. If you add up also what Kornacker and Hines have done so far in this game, both at 8 apiece, that's 16. So 64 plus 16, you're looking at 80 points, and the rest of the teams only scored 15. So right now, with these last few minutes, you best believe that out of those 3 people, that it's going to be in one of their hands. And with 58 seconds left, down by 5, that's going to take 3 players on your Bulldogs team that are going to have to work very hard, and those last 2 are going to have to play spacing very well.
And no changes coming to your lineup, as it is still Paris Watkins, Jalen Paul, Kendall Chrisman, Connor Pelham, and Robert Warwick in for Adrian. As Adrian now in the final minute, down 5, looking to make something happen, as anything can happen in the final minute of basketball. Case Western now looking to make something happen. Almost a loose pass that almost went out of bounds, but Pendergrass handles, and he gets inside and gets fouled. And we'll be going to the charity stripe here to try and make this a 7-point affair.
And that's going to be the 4th foul for Robert Warwick, as it won't play much role at the end of this game with 40 seconds left. We might see some substitutions, though, by the Bulldogs, so they could go and give some fouls away to stop the clock and save some time by subbing some players in that are in lower fouls.
Pendergrass' first free throw drops. As some substitutions for the Spartans. Number 3, Hunter Drenth, in for number 24, Brian Hines.
And that looks like it's going to be it for Pendergrass, possibly finishing off the night with 26 and leading score for Case Western.
Robert Warwick, a 3 and a short, and rebound goes to Case Western, and an immediate foul on Luke Thorburn, as the Spartans will be going to the free throw line once again, and to make it a 9-point affair.
And that's going to send him to the line for 2, as the Bulldogs are in the double bonus, bringing Paris Watkins his 3rd foul.
Adrian fighting hard all game and not stopping fighting till the end, but it's coming to a close with 33 seconds left here in the first half. And first one misses for Thorburn, as that is crucial for the Bulldogs. It is only 7-point deficit still. Thorburn now, second attempt. And he makes it, 8 points. Adrian pushing up the floor. Kendall Chrisman. Warwick, a 3, short. Rebound Spartans, and they will dribble it out.
And free throw shooting definitely being the factor for Case Western in this victory tonight, as they are able to top the Bulldogs off, it looks like 98-90.
And that will do it here. 10 seconds run off as handshakes coming, and everybody saying their goodbyes, but Adrian fought hard in this one, only falling 8 to the 7-1, now 8-1 Case Western Reserve Spartans. Tyler, what did we see from the Bulldogs today that we haven't seen in the past couple of games from them?
Well, we haven't seen anything different. It's just what's really tough is that the Bulldogs have been playing hard. They've been playing tough. And honestly, it just came down to something that has been a problem for them the rest of the game. It's either the opponents are making too many free throws or they're not making enough. They did a good job in the second half keeping the free throw race really close, but that first half of 13 free throw attempts being made out of the 14 that the Spartans had, definitely playing a crucial role. And honestly, free throws win games and defense wins championships, and those are both things that the Bulldogs are honestly lacking at right now. And I believe that this was a good game. I believe that this was a good chance for the Bulldogs to learn their strengths, learn their weaknesses, especially after these few games that they had. And as they're getting close to finishing out with out-of-conference play, I feel like the Bulldogs are going to be in great hands when it comes into conference play, because at the end of the day, even though their record matters the most, the Bulldogs still have a chance to win the MIAA Conference Championship, win the MIAA Conference alone. They just got to go and take some tweaks, got to oil some rust off themselves, and I believe that Tim Kaiser and the rest of the coaching staff have it in good hands.
Well, and that'll do it here for the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center for the men's basketball. As women's getting ready to warm up here, Connor Pelham with the leading scorer for your Bulldogs with 20 points. I'm Brett Carlisle. Alongside me, Tyler DeWitt. And we'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Adrian College Television Network and WVAC 107.9. Don't go anywhere, though. We have women's basketball coming up later on. Ryan Cuddy on the call for that. And thank you for tuning in.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby.
There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.